took a little longer than expected. We're back in the lower bracket, Remo.
Yes, sir, indeed. 15 Sway versus Happy. Russia versus China going up against each other now, especially seeing Happy here. An unusual sight. But Focus was able to best him before, and Happy now very close to elimination. Something he's not too used to.
Yeah, and we might have seen some uncharacteristic mistakes by Happy in the first game. Game 2 was over after 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Will we see the wrath of the Emperor now? That would be the normal way. Happy just plowing through the lower bracket now. Maybe 15 Sway can stop him with mass Night of Air.
It's definitely the norm nowadays, as Moon has shown before. Keeper, Air, Demon Hunter, Expansion. In the past, thanks to Foggy, it was mostly a Dryad play that was the preferred playstyle for most. But nowadays, Mass Air really seems to have taken over, which does way better in the ultra late game. In the ultra late game, especially Dryads seem pretty weak. With Air, it's a bit of a different story. However, here, as I always like to say, there's a specialty on this map. We have the Fountains. Fountains of Health could be a huge help for playing Dryads and keep them healthy against the disease cloud. I think nowadays this is the only viable Dryad Expo map. But I think most Night Elves still prefer the Mass Air from what I can.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised this made it through the veto process. But okay, 15 Sway will have a way. He's not playing the colorful way. I feel like he's oftentimes leaning towards the strategy that Colorful is playing, rather less than Moon or Lawlight as an inspiration, or Foggy of course. But yeah, Keeper first, no Demon Hunter, which was successful versus Happy in a show cup. So far so standard. And Happy already pulling the goals.
DK shows up to harass, doesn't want to let the Keeper creep up for 3, especially to level 3. That should not surprise us too much. Trying to get more experience here from the Turtles, from the Treants, I mean, doesn't quite get it. And the DK sacrificing a lot of HP early.
And didn't get too much from it. No level 2 just yet, just 4 XP missing of course, which will be acquired with the next creep camp he approaches, but no big damage done on the Night Elf side.
Nighttime now, Telestaff ready in a moment. That Telestaff normally a very important item for both players.
He kind of skips it though.
And might get punished in a moment. The Keeper's going for his own, ready to attack. The Acolytes Happy will have to react quickly if he wants to keep his Acolytes safe.
That's the way. That's the way Moon plays it. That's the way I feel like everybody should play it. But there's a little sidestep. Getting the turtles away may be a mistake.
The Invis archers there, we're seeing the approach of Happy. Didn't quite realize, I think, that the archers were there. He had the dust to reveal them. But it's going to be the ghouls attacking into the main base, and that's especially dangerous for the Wisps, possibly even for the Moonwells. But the Keeper has a staff, he can return home, and should be able to defend this pretty well.
Wisp juggling is there as well. One was had to be detonated. The second one also not looking too healthy anymore. Coils used defensively to save more ghouls. Wisp getting killed right next to the Moonwells. Couple of micro mistakes by 15 Sway. Now he's fixing it with 2 Wisps. He gets a second ghoul. But was that too much damage done?
I think it was a fairly good attack for Happy. He lost a bit of ghouls. Question is, how does that manifest itself in the lumber? Lumber frame is looking great, so tier 3 is not slowed down at all. What this also did was, it stopped the expansion. The expansion hasn't been started yet by 15 Sway, only now, as his tier 2 finishes.
You know what's also missing? A Hunter's Hall.
Indeed. So it's going to be Ancients of Wind and Mass Air once again. This may have been his plan anyways. Hard to say now. But yeah, Mass Air will be the strategy, and I think Happy knows it.
If we take the post-game reactions after the Moon game to heart, he doesn't like to play against this air style very much. ... GG was what he said. DK close to 3 now though, and 15 sway is of course no moon. Oh, that coil could be dangerous. Not getting it. Ghouls are creeping. Wisp scouts this, sees this. But yeah, once again, the beauty of a fountain.
Keeper's thinking about staffing up there, but that's where Happy goes himself with the staff. Wants to make sure these ghouls stay alive. This is a lot of ghouls, by the way. Still has 2 in the main base. Was creeping with 7, so 9 ghouls total. That's a lot of normal damage, possibly to be upgraded later with Frenzy to take out, say, an expansion, for example.
Good scouting by 15 sway, I like it. Constantly checking what's up there, what's scrapped, what's the status. And the Demon Hunter can creep now. That's instant level 2 for him. Uncontested as well.
Yep, exactly. Which a little bit too late to punish that in the DK using the Telestaff earlier. Maybe a slight mistake by Happy to use the Telestaff first to join the ghouls before the Keeper used his own Telestaff. Maybe he shouldn't have done that. Maybe he should have stuck around in the south and threatened with a DK. But as it is, Happy now joins the 2 heroes together, DK and Lich, and would love to snipe this Overlord.
Double engine of wind is coming up. First hippos coming too. Still in a position to defend. As he sees, okay, there's a skeleton here, so Happy takes a sidestep. Ooh, messed up the Overlord pull.
Yeah, that was no fault of his own, actually. This just sometimes happens. If the Bloodlust lands on the Trapper and then he walks in front, blocks the Overlord. That's how it can go. It's a bit of RNG, unfortunately. And it happens again. Unlucky for Happy. This is, yeah, what can sometimes happen.
Not his day today so far. Needs a little bit of momentum. It's not the ultimate destruction that some people probably expected. Rank 1 versus rank 15 in the ELO ranks, of course. Happy keeps his Fiend at home, as well as the statues to not be interfered with. But can these 2 heroes deal with the tree? I don't think so.
They can slow down the Entangled, and that's kind of a big deal as well. This expansion was late already, and now the delay will be even more so noticeable. Wisp taken out, Nova used, make use of that mana regen, why not? But the Demon Hunter is having a wonderful game. He got the boots already, which is super fast. And he's going to pick up a quick level 3 as well.
Das Mumpel, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Keeper is at home. Defending here if things get a little dicey. He's level 3 as well. Skeletons help, of course. Little lack of wisps next to the tree. Could be a sweet detonate. Coil Nova. There is 1 more coil, so it's not the end of the world. Demon Hunter level 3. That's massive.
Yeah, and like I said, he has the boots early. This is such a helpful item, so important on the Demon. This was a big contributing factor why Moon was able to beat Happy. Going for the boots on the Demon Hunter there in the late game. This time even earlier than the late game. We saw those boots picked up right away, and they will have great value. It's Happy's finally gonna retreat, gets burned 1 more time on the way out, and now is ready for the push. Hero levels are looking strong for 15 sway, but the economy, not quite yet. Still no mining.
Exactly. Good delay by Happy, and also not too many ghouls killed in the early. There was these 2 when Happy was pushing for him. That means we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ghouls remaining with Frenzy for this push.
Happy also sees 15 sway on the high ground, thinking about the red camp. Doesn't have the time for this though. And the army doesn't quite look big enough yet. 50 supply, not what you want. You want to have more than that. You want to be 60 supply as the Night Elf. The delayed mining was, however, a big difficulty. Happy, what's he getting at the shop? Invo potion for him. Demon Hunter, he got 1 earlier. That's important.
How do you do this, 15 sway? How do you hold on? Waiting for more fairies. Kinda nice. The buffer building Ancient of War stays in front, and off we go onto the anti-air. It's only 2 fiends. They are the first and prime target, but there's also coils. There was 1 at least. First fiend down. Can these fiends be dealt with and then swapped over to the statue? Okay, that's fast killed for 15 sway.
Absolutely, anti-air is gone. The Demon Hunter now chasing. This is the strength with the boots. He can chase down these statues very easily. 1 more burn. It's gonna be enough. Should use it in a second as well, but that is the expansion now exposed. Ancient of War gonna go down right away. So many ghouls still on the field. And then the Tree of Life is gonna be in trouble as well.
Oh man, there's no mana potion for Happy. Only the Invul. That's his only consumable left. The ghouls on the ground, of course, scary, but as long as there's Invo Potions and staffs, etc., should be fine. Invo Potion pass to the Naga. Destroyer is a little bit of a threat because that gets rid of Entangle and Treants, but once that one's done, I don't see how Happy does it. Mana Burn, kill, Demon Hunter staffed. Dude, there's a serious chance that Happy goes 0-3 here in Group D.
Yeah, I think it's looking wonderful right now for 15 Sway. The Demon Hunter is fully healed up again, coming back fast with the boots, and Happy is in serious trouble. Invo Potion had to be used there to save the Naga, and now we got the full mining for Happy. Happy forgot about Ziggurat number 5 earlier, by the way. He was stuck at 50 out of 50 supply. He couldn't go for a Destroyer at the beginning of the fight, and this cost him the first 2 Fiends right away. That was the big mistake by Happy this game, and he was quickly punished for it. And now, 15 Sway has the lead. ...
Comment on that. There's also no level 2 Lich, which always hurts, because you don't have Frost Armor, and you kinda need Frost Armor. Now the numbers are incredible. Massive supply lead, good and tanky Demon Hunter, plus the Rat Spot. Robe of the Magi, more mana. And what is left for Happy? Rat Spot, I guess he needs levels. He got Frost Armor now. Ghouls are taking quite some damage. Only one statue on the ground. 15 Sway in a prime position. Cut Gas Pipe. RNGesus is with Demi.
Okay. This camp was sick upgrades for Happy. Getting the pipe, early getting level 2 for the Frost Armor, and also gonna get level 4 DK here. Or almost get it. Okay, it's actually not quite enough, but level 4 also is gonna be a huge upgrade for him for the faster aura. Something we've seen from Extra in the past, when he's not in the best position, having lost a few Fiends, is go for double crypt and then mass Fiend production. Happy never does this. I feel like that's a little bit of an opportunity that he's missing out on.
I feel like he does, but not all the time, but I've seen it, I feel. Some games against Moon. But anyway, maybe that's up for later. Once again, we're chasing Fiends. Demon Hunter, Invo Potion fast. Staff is ready. We get a statue. We are close to getting a Fiend, but it's at least out of the fight. Ghouls ravage the ground, but as long as the Demon Hunter is alive, everything's fine. Focus Fire continues on the Destroyer, also out of the fight. It's a couple of losses, of course, for 15 Sway, but heavier, and more important losses for Happy.
Got a statue, though, still left over, and at least 2 Fiends. Setting back the Destroyer might even save it. The Fiend catches another one with the web. The Fairies really want this kill.
They can go for the Acolytes right after. They're chasing far, but it's a big kill. And now, off to the Acolytes we are. Happy has to move back, can't continue the push.
Yeah, but without heroes here, it's not really a big threat. The Fairies are buying time, but they can't really get much damage in. 1 Fairy goes down, but it is certainly plenty of time bought for more mining at the expo. What's the supply saying? This oftentimes tells the story. How much supply the Night Elf has. 58 is okay, not amazing numbers, but he also additionally has upgrades. That's important. He was able to fit in a Hunter's Hall into this build and start upgrading, which, it's very much needed for these Fairies. 0-0 Fairies won't do it in the end.
Exactly. And that is what Night Elves realized recently. Big part of the build. Happy is pushing, and I think 15 Sway missed out on an opportunity to go for another Invo Potion. He didn't have that, or he doesn't have that now, only the staff. And the tree is once again under threat. 15 Sway a little too greedy to not go for a town portal. Is he playing this too fragile now?
This defense might decide the game. Thankfully he has Nature's Blessing. He's coming in for the flank in an unopportune angle for Happy. That's good. Demon Hunter eats a coin over right away. Doesn't have the Invo Potion. Where's the Invuln?
Yeah, good point. We have the statue taken out. Lich level 3. Levels are getting scary, but good intervention by the Wisps, getting the repair in. Careful with that. Keeper has a heal scroll, but you don't want to use the heal scroll when you're all alone. But the Moonwells are there to the rescue. Keeper a little stuck here, still being chased. Treant's supposed to fix this. What's going on the other side? Statue down again. Fiend falling. Nope, saved.
The boots are so good here, able to chase down more and more, going for the Lich now. That might be the hero kill. Happy! About to be down 0-3 here, potentially. What is going on? The Russian world champion in serious trouble now. Goes for the Naga right after. She's dead as well. Oh my god.
I think I need a splash of water to the face, or maybe even a slap. Can you pinch me from, like, through the camera or something? Happy hasn't won a single map today.
Yeah, today is the 4th of September. And this day might be remembered as the day where Happy dropped the heaviest in elo points. This is gonna be a nice smack to the face next week when the elo points are updated.
Oh yeah.
He has a chance to redeem himself, get the 2 Ws here, and then win the next round match against Chemico, and then the losses will be mitigated. But Happy could drop out 0-4, which is
like, it's so funny. We're all stuttering. We're lost for words. Like, this is not part of our semi-automated caster lingo. It's always like Happy going through, Happy winning, Happy so dominant, Happy so good, Happy this, Happy that. But Happy losing every map is not part of what we usually say. Like, we actually have to think about the storyline now. And you know what, Remo? Like, Concealed wasn't even the best mass air map.
I guess that's true. Expansion there certainly was hard to set up. It took a long time, but in the end it finally was. You can play mass air anywhere, such is also the case for Tidehunters, our second map, where expanding is much easier for the Night Elf, and is also doable for the Undead. So this is where Happy switches it up. Happy has really, gotten the smack to the face today. This is an unusual feeling for the Undead.
But if we know something, that Happy shines in dire situation. When the pressure is highest, when he's down in the series, when he's facing elimination or facing a loss in a series, that's where he gets vicious and brutal and starts to obliterate opponents. It's definitely time to do so, just as it is time to subscribe to this channel. Thank you, Cuck, for the 8-month resub. Happy losses make me happy. Go Night Elves! Back to Warcraft for life.
How hard do you think Chimico is cheering for 15th Sway right now?
Oh! He got the flag out, he got the fan shirt. He's singing songs that I haven't heard yet, but they probably exist. He got 15 written all over the face in good old Lucail fashion. Chemico's all in.
Yeah. He joined the 15th Sway fan club, and if there wasn't one before, he founded it just a moment ago. He can't wait for 15th Sway to have another amazing game. And this really was a very good game by 15th Sway. I loved what he was playing. The Demon Hunter with the boots, Neo. The boots make such a big difference. The targeting was great. Taking out the fiends, taking out the statues. Very, what's the word? Not unconventional, but unintuitive to ignore the ghouls. Normally, in every other matchup, always you want to focus the ghouls first because A, they do lots of damage, and B, they die quick. But Moon was the first to show it. In the TP League, Moon showed that with different micro, prioritizing the fiends and the statues, and then the heroes, and last of all, ghouls. That might be the way to victory.
Okay, then. People say, gimme the points. So I think the prediction is burning a lot of channel points once again, just as 2 days before when Kaho beat Lin. We have a keeper again. We have Tidehunters, and this is one of the better mass air maps. This was where it first became the norm, when every other map was still mass dryads, due to the easy expansion, but that goes for Undead as well. And we have the double skull here. Big benefit for the Undead here. You can try this if it works. It's nice. 2-base Undead, unbeatable. And if not, you can just tech and it's all still in time. But this is also an opportunity for 15th Sway to do a lot of damage. If Happy is a little bit too stubborn with that second base, this is also what Moon showed. Like, Moon is the reference in how to beat Happy currently.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot of valuable game tape, a lot of the Night Elves to receive. Oh, thank you, Gitsoon, with the 5 gifted subs. Much appreciated. The Keeper crept the whole camp, basically, and only now going across the map to harass, which means he definitely doesn't get the Ziggurat cancel. But more importantly, it's about the actual expansion, the Haunt.
Alrighty. Lumber is there soon, and then we'll see. As a reaction, we have a Huntress build, which is something that we haven't seen before on Concealed, where it's also not that great. But here on Titan, there's also mass creeping. Happy saw this, Happy scouts this, and Happy is under the first keeper pressure, seeing, hey, okay, there's attack now. So it was just a ruse. But taking that Acolyte away is still good to prevent a mid-tech expansion by Happy.
And having these hunts out early is not bad at all. Those will be much harder to chase down and kill for the undead. It gives you good map control. And this could also give 15 Sway the power to set up the expansion on the spot if he knows where the ghouls are going and if he can intercept them, trying to find the cancel. Happy needs to figure out where the expansion will be coming and when. Because, of course, it has to be an expo play for the keeper.
Yeah, 100%. Or an all-in AP push, but I don't expect this really by 15 Sway. So, you're always talking about boots, and rightfully so, as on the Demon Hunter it's really, really good. I keep on talking about the Tally Staff, which is only available once here on Tide Hunters, and Happy got it. 0 priority by 15 Sway to get it. That, to me, sounds and looks pretty wrong, and takes away a lot of offensive potential for the Night Elf.
Yeah, certainly true that he's missing this item at the moment. Could get it later. It's got a 2-minute cooldown in the shop. Happy, by the way, committing hard to a possible Tree of Life kill. He was expecting it to be coming up here proxy, but that wasn't the case. The ghouls wasted a lot of their time, but at least none of them were taken out. All the ghouls are still alive, and now 15 Sway is expanding on the spot. Okay, important moment for Happy. Does he scout this? Can he cancel? Can he manage to delay this expo? If he doesn't, I think 15 Sway would be in a great position indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels really intuitive, right? Like, unintuitive. Oh, nice save. You just went all the way across the map with all your ghouls, didn't get what you were looking for, and then your opponent puts up an expansion right after. Happy scouting, usually on point, but you really don't want to do this twice to not lose out on even more creeping time.
Oh, instead, Happy is going for the counter expansion right now. This could be a brilliant play by him if it's not scouted. Oh, there's a wisp, dude. There's a wisp so close to scouting. If this is scouted and cancelled, the position for Happy would be terrible.
Yeah, and then imagine he has a staff.
True. Imagine if he has a staff, but even without it, he's going to have keep level 3 early. And saving an expansion like that against level 2 treants is super tough to pull off.
Wisp is moving out.
Oh, big moment.
DK is staffing away. Keeper sees the blight. Keeper checks the expo. Let's go! Level 2 treants. Happy again in dire straits.
And of course, because he went for the expansion, Happy didn't tech. He has to cancel the expo, go for plan B tech. But that's such a late tech, man.
Yeah.
Happy's in a terrible spot. This is a horrible position for the undead.
Once again, I'm almost speechless here. Unsummons the Ziggurat. That's expensive. The Narrow down gets a handful of kills here, but it's just nature's revenge. The treants are too strong. So are the hunts. What's left of like aggressive potential against the expo? On Concealed, he was able to kill the Entangle at least twice. But can he even move out?
Yeah, the Lich shows up normally with Coil Nova here. Want to get some archer kills, but there are no archers to take out anymore. The Demon Hunter is the only viable target. And he's able to do that at least. Expansion halfway finished. 15 Sway will have so much time of mining before the tier 3 push comes in from Happy.
Fairies are coming already. Very helpful. And for Happy, the Slaughterhouse just finished. Can't even spam too many spells without regen. And of course, the good thing about this Hunter's build is the Hunter's Hall is already there. We get the first attack upgrades super quickly. Very helpful, I get it now. Thanks, guys.
Creeping up on the high ground. Again, the level 2 treants being a big help, this time for creeping. There's even a mantle there. Keeper picks that up gladly, and the demon's gonna get a fast level 2. So many great items here. Rune Bracers, the Dream would be the best. Sobi Mask, actually one of the worst, surprisingly.
Saves a little bit of Moon Juice. Ideally gives you a little more Entangle, maybe a little Broccoli more. Middle goes to Happy. But yeah, his levels aren't that scary yet. Demon Hunter level 2 with that. Oh, Creep Jack. Or just, okay, a little bit of irritation. Pulls out the creeps. But yeah, tier 3 is only finishing now. And that Expo starts mining.
Have we checked the horoscope lately, by the way? Is today a weird day for the stars and planets? Are all the planets in retrograde or something? Because something is special today. Something's weird today, Neo. Something that may have never happened before is happening today, and that is an off day for Happy. Dare I say it? Apologies for this heresy, but it seems to be the case. It seems to be, in fact, an off day for Happy, the first time in recent memory that I can remember this.
Yeah, I would... Yeah. I guess 2 TeD Cups before, it was almost the same. But it wasn't 0-4. Like, I can't remember a day since Happy's comeback in, like, 2016 where he lost 4 maps in a row. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we cannot chalk this one up just yet, and importantly, neither can 15 Sway. He needs to stay vigilant. This is still probably the best player in the world that he's facing at the moment. The Demon got level 3. Heal scroll picked up, but no Invo Potion on the Night Elf side, and no boots either.
Okay. That hurts, of course, but we got a heal scroll, a TP, more mana burn. Couldn't dodge the staff, and here's the frenzy push, and that is scary. No Nature's Blessing this time. Ancient of War already down, and off we go. If that works, Happy's in a good position again.
No Naga this time either, by the way, which I think I prefer. This hero normally, I feel, doesn't do too much in this matchup. Off we go. First Huntress goes down right away. The statue is pressured right after 15 Sway has been doing this well, taking out the statues, and there we go. That's the big mana battery gone now. And the DK also swiftly running out of mana himself.
Thanks to the burns, of course. The focus fire is exceptional once again. Fiends are falling. All the important targets taken out so quickly by 15 Sway. Again, the push without level 2 Lich. He got that in the fight, but again, the Fiends, no frost armor. And we have that Destroyer dive once more. This time the Keeper is in as well. Demon Hunter got level 3. So important. We are seeing the effect of the lacking boots currently. But he's trying to get the Fiends away. The Destroyer, of course, can't help. Is that an entangle? Can he get in range? Absolutely does.
And that's a kill. No Destro here. That's huge plays. So much time also being bought for 15 Sway. He's mining and mining and mining. Getting further and further ahead. Even surrounds the Keeper. There's a TP upon him. I dare almost not say it, but it looks almost over already.
He can take out the ghouls now. He can grind experience by taking out ghouls one after the next. And he can't really replace them. You need so much in this matchup. And ghouls maybe not part of that because you have to build fiends as well. And that's the good part about the double crypt. I guess in this situation he didn't have time nor resources for this. Little oversight by 15 Sway that might bite him. He doesn't repair the tree. Maybe he feels like it's not necessary. But 15 Sway currently stomping Happy into the ground in every single fight that they have today.
Yeah, pretty sick. What a wonderful performance. 15 Sway playing this excellently. And Chimiko lifting his hands up into the air, thanking the gods probably that this is the way this is transpiring. We're getting later and later into this game. Such a huge air army now, almost 70 supply, and also more upgrades.
We got the Devotion Aura. That's a big help, as I said many times now how important armor is. No armor upgrade. Can't just afford it at this stage of the game. Goes for an attack upgrade first. And 15 Sway just continues creeping. Why not? He got the 2 bases. He gets a stronger Demon Hunter. Goes into that little red spot pocket that we got here. Book of the Dead. Well, not the greatest. Maybe for harass or something that can be used. And Happy aiming for that big mana potion. Of course.
Alright, those were a couple of amazing items for him. And that's something that Happy needs to have a chance here still. The Fiend count, though, for him isn't still that amazing. Only 3 of them, only 1-0 upgrades. Against such a huge Night Elf army.
Yeah. 1
of Mana Steel. Perhaps even not too bad to burn this DK as fast as possible.
Frost Armor applied. This is Happy's last fight in TeD Cup 10. Ferry down. The numbers are definitely in favor of the Chinese. Can he win another fight? Every single focus seems to be a kill at this point. He's 2-volleying everything that's on the field. Statues, not part of this anymore. Heal scroll and everything's back to green for 15 Sway, who's getting closer and closer to victory.
This must be his game now. The only way out for Happy is a hero kill. He doesn't have Nova anymore, but he has the big mana potion still. Book of the Dead trying to surround. Doesn't quite get it. Mana Potion used. Destroyer taken out. No Dispel. Against this Book of the Dead. New statue has to be morphed right away. That means no more healing still. Two Fiends in trouble. Nice save there. The coil comes in last second. But there's just so many fairies. It's too many. Neo, I think we're seeing it. I think we're seeing the end.
I still can't believe it. This is a day for the ages. We will talk about this for months. September 4th. But okay, Happy not out yet, not giving up yet. Of course, he would lose a lot of prize money if he's not making it to the playoffs, but the Lich is on the menu. Demon Hunter burning, there's no coil, there's no Lich, there's no hope.
He actually does it. Happy about to lose everything, trying to survive here still, more of the Destroyer, but I think at the moment the question is only, what variation of GG are we gonna see here?
I see a lot of dots. He's trying though. He's stemming against his defeat. He's stemming against elimination. Wants to revive the Lich, but things are not getting better for him. Not at all. Shop control for 15 sway. Invo potion on the Demon Hunter could be available here. More heal scrolls. There was a clutch heal scroll there as well. Happy just doesn't have an answer. Lich from the tavern. Empty mana. Half HP. No items. Invo's still up for grabs. That's important, but the numbers are just... That's just not high enough.
Looks almost like an easy fight now for 15 sway. He's deforesting more in the middle. Treants being summoned. The Destroyer is always pressured nicely. Statues and Destroyers always the #1 target. The Demon Hunter. So much experience for him as well. Keeper just got level 5. Demon might get it as well. The next hero kill would be the game. The DK has to try to save the Lich. Is there a coil? No, there isn't. And it's a straight up GG. And Happy's out. 0-4. This will go down in Warcraft history.
Remember the 4th of September. Incredible. First Focus, who played very, very greedy at first, but then really good on map 2. And it feels like Happy is getting more and more frustrated against this mass airplay. There is apparently no real solution from his perspective against this mass airplay.
Yeah, a couple of mistakes here really backfiring on him. I think map 2, the main problem was the scouting. He should have been scouting with either Acolyte or Skellies with something to scout for an Expo. And if there's no Expo, of course, you don't want to be aggressive there because, well, there's no way of doing it. And the tier 2 counter expansion attempt also super unreliable. Like, I would say tier 2 Expo is the worst undead Expo. Tier 3 Expo, good. Tier 1 Expo, decent against Night Elf. But tier 2 expansion almost never works. And Happy, I wouldn't say he made too many mistakes. I wouldn't say he played bad, but he made way more than usual. And today he got punished hard for them.
Incredible. Very, very happy for Focus. Very, very happy for 15 Sway. Very, very happy for Chemico as well, who probably saw himself out already, seeing, okay, lower bracket with Happy, that's mission impossible. But no, we get 15 Sway versus Chemico again. And if he plays this a little more conservative and not too wild as he did on Last Refuge, then we might have a human in the round of 8. Incredible. Shout out to 15 Sway for this performance. And now we take a breather, reset ourselves, pinch ourselves multiple times to see if this is all real or just a fantasy. And we go into the last game of the day after a little break.